as one interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Connor, and I'm honored to introduce you to these intriguing and majestic animals. There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behaviors. We hope that this Orca Encounter will help you gain a greater appreciation for these incredible whales and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Killer whales really are a natural wonder, and Kalia is going to help me show you some of her physical characteristics.
God damn it.
Her blowhole is perfectly designed for getting a quick breath at the surface. Even the location of her eyes works to her advantage. It looks like it's in that white patch, but it's actually at the corners of her mouth in a dark area, camouflaged from thrashing prey. The fin on her back is called a dorsal fin, and this helps keep her stable and regulate her body temperature while swimming. Sometimes if animals spend more time at the surface of the water, gravity can help them to curve to one side. Now the flippers on either side of her body are called pectoral flippers, and this helps her with steering and stopping. Inside those pectoral flippers are 5 bony digits, similar to the human hand. Now the lobes on either side of her body are called tail flukes. This is the killer whale's engine, helping propel them up to speeds near 30 miles an hour, as fast as some of our speedboats. Now killer whales use the most speed and have the most power when they're propelling their nearly 10,000 pound bodies out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like most animals, killer whales use body language as a form of communication. They'll use peck slaps to get attention of other animals or to show their dominance. For example, a mother may use a peck slap to get her calf's attention. But when they really want to be noticed, they breach. Spy hopping is when killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings while they hunt. Fluke slaps is another form of communication that killer whales will use in the wild. Killer whales are great communicators, so it's no surprise that they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate, to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will actually capture sea lions, pulling them right off the beach. Watch Nakai as he demonstrates a similar movement right here in front of all of you. Killer whales in the Antarctic will actually create waves that wash over ice floes, knocking seals into the water. Kate is demonstrating the same wave-making technique, showcasing one of the many complex hunting strategies killer whales have developed around the world. Now you just saw these waves crashing in front of all of you, but you really can't understand how powerful these waves are until you experience it firsthand. Luckily, I have brave volunteers that are going to come down and help demonstrate how powerful these waves are. Come on, girls, come on down. Watch your step, and then I'm going to have you both sit down right here and hold on to this handle, okay? Alright, so have a seat. Backs flat up against the glass. And you guys are smart over at poncho. Alright, hang on, here it comes. How was that? Pretty powerful? Great job. Come on up here. Good job, guys. Let's give them a round of applause. Come on up. Now, because killer whales live all around the world, it's no surprise that they hunt a variety of different species, including other whales. The blue whale on the screen is the largest animal on Earth. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than Keith. So how does a whale the size of a killer whale prey on something the size of a blue whale? Well, it's possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Playing is an important part of killer whale life. It's how they teach their young to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. In the wild, you'll often see killer whales showing off their playful side. We see our whales doing this all the time. Porpoising is when an animal swims fast, breaking the surface of the water briefly. when they're trying to catch the ride on the wake of a boat, or when surfing in a wave. Killer whales like to be touched and will often rub their bellies on rocks when they can. We often see our animals doing similar rubbing behaviors just like whales in British Columbia. In the wild, you'll often see killer whales imitating each other. We see our whales engage in this all the time. They're constantly mimicking and learning from one another. Play behavior does have a purpose. A tail whip in hunting is used to stun fish. But today, our animals might just be stunning some of you. We interact with our animals every day, which allows us to share trusted relationships, conduct research, and provide quality of life. All the animals in our care are conditioned to participate in their own health and well-being. The animals will actually offer us their tail tubes so we can obtain a blood sample. You can see Amber on stage with Nakai demonstrating this behavior. We make sure that we get bloods on our animals monthly to make sure we're being proactive with their health. We can even track weights on our animals by asking them to slide out onto a scale, as you see in the video with Orca. We weigh our animals weekly to make sure that the adults are maintaining healthy weights and that our calves are growing properly.
What calves?
We can even get a blood sample from their blowhole. All of these behaviors are possible because of the relationships we've built day after day right here at SeaWorld. Now everybody, I'd like to introduce you to an amazing animal. This is Orchid. Orchid is 30 years old and she was the first animal ever born here in SeaWorld San Diego. We often refer to Orchid to be as one of our more intelligent animals because she understands complex concepts and likes to be challenged and stimulated daily. Now Orchid has also been a big help to her counterparts in the wild by participating in research studies such as hearing studies and also toxin studies. Diet, exercise, and of course playing with our animals helps keep them all in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive.
Oh my
And
God.
just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world.
Rescue, rehab, and conservation efforts.
If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
They didn't say rescue, rehab, and conservation as many times as in other shows, but they did say it. You heard Noah. Those pictures you saw in the end on the screen, they were of the southern residents. And we're all being primed.
Thank you so much for coming to see Orca Encounter. We hope these incredible animals inspire you to take care of our ocean.
Bye-bye,
Enjoy
sweetheart.
the rest of your day.